Today we bring you another excellent and very different dystopian survival thriller from Francis Lawrence, director of superb films like Constantine, I Am Legend and The Hunger Games. It was released this year, or rather, just last month. It is important to explain the background of this story, so listen carefully. Friends, look, a major war has just ended in America. The government has been overthrown. In other words, there's no longer any such thing as a government, and America is under military control. A major in America's top position announces that the country's economic situation has completely collapsed. People have lost hope for life and are depressed. Therefore, to boost the public's morale, to awaken nationalism, and to show other countries how powerful our youth are, we will organize a unique long walk competition every year. In this competition, one young person from each of America's 50 states will be able to participate. The winner of the 50 young people will be awarded crores of rupees and have their biggest wish fulfilled. There are some rules for this walk. There will be no finishing point. This means they must keep going without stopping. Food and water will be provided in between. However, contestants cannot slow down at will. Each must walk at a minimum speed of 3 miles per hour. If they accidentally slow down, they will receive a warning. If they don't speed up within 10 seconds, they will receive a second warning. 3 warnings will be issued in this manner. If they still slow down below 3 miles per hour or stop, they will be shot in the head and executed. In this dangerous and disgusting game, they must continue as long as they live. This means that the winner must continue until the remaining 49 participants either fall victim to soldiers' bullets due to slowing down or die of exhaustion over the bodies of so many people. The last walker will receive a huge cash prize worth crores and a major wish will be fulfilled. So, who will win this human walking race, and will it truly be a victory? That's the powerful story of this movie, friends, which is based on a book written by American author Stephen King in 1979. Now a few things for you. While watching the video, you'll definitely feel that this isn't just a story, but rather a reflection of our system and our lives in the present world where everyone wants to leave many people behind and move ahead, and that is considered victory. Well, friends, what do you think? If you have to walk non-stop like this, and are provided with food and water along the way, how far can a normal person walk? By the way, how far can you walk? Let us know in the comments. Let's begin. This is a long speech. So, at the beginning of the story, we show a young boy named Ray, the hero of our story. He's about to participate in a long walk competition and is about to drop him off. His mother tells him, "Son, think again. Don't go, you could lose your life in that competition." Ray replies, "Mom, this is my own decision, so please don't stop me. If your father were alive, he would never have let you do this." Ray replies, "Your father isn't there, Mom. So, why are you talking about him? Look, I've made my decision. I'll go." A short while later, the race checkpoint arrives. Ray gets down and is checking his bag when his mother gives him a handmade chocolate. Ray takes it, says goodbye and leaves. But his mother pulls him into a hug because she doesn't know if her son will return. She cries profusely, "Don't go, son. Think about it now." But Ray is determined, and after bidding farewell to his friends and mother, he sets off for the race of death. On the way, he meets another contestant named Peter. They quickly become very good friends. They start walking towards the race's starting point. There are 50 contestants there. Now, wait a minute. Let's introduce some of them. So, look at this guy wearing this cap. His name is Sebastian. Seeing his fitness, Ray thinks, "Man, this guy is really tough. He'll probably run a longer distance than me." So, he tries to talk to Sebastian, but he's completely arrogant and ignores Ray. Then, they show a Korean brother whose parents probably immigrated from Korea to America. His name is Bun. And this boy, friends with this cross hanging around his neck, his name is David. He believes in God deeply and is reading the Bible before the race begins. Next is this boy with slightly longer hair, sitting quietly, eating something. He doesn't talk to anyone. His name is Charlie, and he's the youngest among them. His name is Richard. Bane asks him, "How old are you?" He says, 18. Bane says, did you fool us all? You can't be more than 16. Am I right? Richard walks away with a sad face. Yes, friends, he's actually 16, but his family's financial situation isn't good, and he entered this death competition with the intention of improving his and his family's situation by earning the prize money. It's getting late now. Just then, the major arrives. The major who runs this competition. He says, first, everyone get your badges. Seeing him, everyone panics. Everyone is put on their badges one by one, according to their number. Ray's batch number is 47. First, the major gives a motivational speech, saying, you are the strength of the nation. Our country's economic situation isn't good, but seeing you walk will reinvigorate people, reassuring them that together we can move this country forward. Other countries around the world will fear that America hasn't weakened. There are such brave young people there. Look, kids, the whole country will be proud of you for what you're about to do. He says many things like this, friends. After giving his speech, he explains the rules of the game. Look, there's no finishing line. You have to keep going as long as you can, and at a speed of at least 3 miles per hour. If you slow down, you'll be given 3 warnings. If you still don't, you'll be shot in the head and put to sleep forever. After receiving 3 warnings, if a contestant continues at the correct speed for the next 3 hours without stopping, all 3 warnings will be cancelled. This means they'll be out of the danger zone and have another chance at 3 warnings. With that, the major leaves and the contestants begin their walk. Each player is given a watch that will keep track of their speed. They cover their first mile while watching the watch. Then, they cover 3 miles. Seston slows down, prompting the soldier to issue his first warning. After receiving the warning, he begins walking faster. Then, Bane explains that Seston is very smart. He is playing the game very cleverly. Ray asks what smart move he's made. Bane explains that he slowed down to find out his limit, and when he received the warning, he started afresh and started walking faster. Not only that, by slowing down, he got some rest. Now, he'll run non-stop for the next 3 hours at a speed of 3 miles per hour, and his warning will be cancelled. He'll receive 3 more warnings. That's why I'm saying he's very smart. Then, Bane takes something out of his mouth and puts it in his pocket. Ray and Peter ask what it was. Bane says, don't worry, it's just chewing gum. I don't know if I'll survive this race, but I want to keep my country clean. I don't want to litter it by throwing it all over the road. That's why I kept it in my pocket. After some distance, Charlie sits down to tie his shoelaces. He gets his first warning, telling him to walk faster. But even then, he doesn't get up and takes his shoe back on. After 10 seconds, he still doesn't get up, so a second warning is issued. The others turn around and walk in reverse, asking, what are you doing? Get up and walk before the 3rd warning? But no, he doesn't get up and he's given a 3rd warning. Within 10 seconds, he gets up and starts walking, saving his life. Otherwise, he would have been screwed. Ray and the others scold him, asking, why did you need to sit down, take off your shoe, and put it back on? You've already received 3 warnings. Now you'll have to walk non-stop for the next 3 hours. If you slow down even after getting tired, you'll die. But Charlie says, this is my strategy. So what if I get warnings? I've got 30 seconds of rest. With that, I'll be able to walk comfortably for the next 3 hours. I don't know what kind of logic this is, friends. How can I run non-stop for 3 hours with just 30 seconds of rest? I don't know. Ray continues. What if I died? Charlie says, son, just wait and see who dies and who survives. They cover 7 miles, and then suddenly Richard feels as if one of his legs has gone numb. He can't walk properly. Due to his slow pace, he's given his first warning, and then Ray comes to support him and help him walk. Don't worry, nothing will happen to you, he says. He also tries to walk unaided, but the poor fellow sprains his leg and sits down. He's then given to more warnings and finally, he's shot. Seeing this, Ray and Peter are utterly shocked. They also receive a warning. Meanwhile, Peter encourages Ray, saying, there's nothing we can do for him now. We have to save our lives." They both stop walking, surrounded by soldiers. They keep giving him water and other supplies as needed. Ray is very distressed. To make him laugh, Peter says, "I urgently need to pee. Now, see what I do." He turns around and starts peeing while walking in reverse, because if he urinates while standing, he'll receive a warning and then be shot. In this way, they've now covered 17 miles. The people of this town and all of America know the names of all these boys. Now, in this town, a girl stands with a sign with Ray's name on it and says, "I like you very much, Ray. Will you marry me?" Ray blushes at this. Peter teases him a lot. Meanwhile, Ben sprains his foot slightly, and he's unable to walk properly. Peter and Ray say, "Don't give up, friend. Keep trying. We still have a long way to go." He musters up the courage and starts walking. Meanwhile, one contestant's health deteriorates drastically. He begins having a seizure. Seeing this, David goes to rescue him, but Ray and Peter stop him and drag him away. Meanwhile, the sick girl is given 3 warnings, and when she can't get up, she is brutally shot. The others continue walking. After crossing small towns, they reach a large dam. In this way, they have covered a distance of 25 miles. They discuss among themselves what happened to Charlie. Was he able to walk for 3 hours straight? Ray says he doesn't know. Maybe he's coming behind. And then Peter starts eating something. Ray asks what he's eating. He says it's raw venison. Eating it gives him more energy and keeps him from feeling tired. Ben's leg pain worsens and he can't keep up with their pace. Ray sees that all 4 of them are currently walking at 5 miles per hour. He says, "We just need to maintain 3 miles per hour. So, for Ben's sake, let's go at 3.2. It'll make it easier for him." Ben starts walking a little more slowly. Meanwhile, the friends show Charlie, who starts teasing a boy walking with him, asking, "Why are you so delicate?" The boy gets upset and tries to hit Charlie, causing him to slow down. He receives his first warning. Then Charlie starts saying something bad about his mother. So, in a rage, he tries to attack Charlie again, and this time he gets a second warning. But Charlie still doesn't shut his mouth and starts abusing him. This time, he tries to attack Charlie again, but Charlie moves away, and the boy falls heavily on the other side. He is badly injured and unable to move due to the pain. Because of this, the soldiers give him a third warning, and when he doesn't get up even after 10 seconds, they shoot him. That's the end of the story. Now, Ray, Peter, Ben, and David get very angry at Charlie, asking why he even teased him. Charlie arrogantly says, "I didn't do anything." He gets enraged and starts hitting me. "What can I do?" Peter says, "You'll definitely be punished for what you did." "Let's see." Charlie says, "We'll see when you get skinned." "Why are you so angry?" A boy named KK, who is wearing glasses, comes between Ray and Peter. He asks, "Since the start of the race, I've seen no one stop to use the restroom. Don't you guys have to use the restroom? Is there a plan to control it?" Ray says, "Everyone needs to use the restroom, but we're controlling it, and we have no other option." KK says that contestant number 45 urgently needs to go to the restroom. The poor fellow has a stomachache. Then they show contestant number 45 clutching his stomach because he wants to go. Finally, he can't control himself, takes off his belt and sits down in the middle of the road. The soldiers give him 3 warnings. The poor fellow has no other option and decides that if he has to die, he has to die. "But I will die only after doing this." Ultimately, the soldiers shoot him brutally. Ray becomes furious at these soldiers, asking, "Don't they have hearts in their chests? Are they just stones?" But Sebastian says very bad things about the dead boy, saying, "The more people die, the better for us. Our chances of winning will increase." He speaks in a very selfish manner. Now, friends, they have crossed 35 miles. It starts getting dark. Ray, tired, eats a chocolate given by his mother and then remembers the good times he spent with her. Suddenly, he opens his eyes and realizes that he was dreaming and half asleep. He had walked a long distance with Peter. In fact, he had only woken up after the soldier's second warning. Peter had dragged him along. He asks, "What happened, Ray?" Was I dreaming? Ray says, yes, friend. I saw my mother in my dream. Hita says, you probably love your mother very much. Tell us something about her. Ray begins to talk about his mother, but then Ray slips, receiving his third warning. The first warning was given when Richard was shot, and Ray was standing in shock. The second warning was given when Ray was walking slowly in his sleep. Ray becomes nervous now that he has received his third warning, and if he slows down, he'll die. But Peter encourages him, saying, if you somehow manage to walk for 3 hours, the warnings will be cancelled. Don't worry. But who knows what happened to Ray? He starts yelling at Peter, I considered you my friend, but you deliberately let me sleep so I could get 3 warnings and the soldiers could shoot me. Isn't that right? You want to win this race by getting me killed. No, I won't go with you anymore. Saying this, Ray starts moving faster, but then they discover a shocking revelation. There's a slope ahead and they have to walk uphill. Maintaining a speed of 3 miles per hour is extremely difficult. No one can keep up. Several guys fall, and one by one, they're all given 3 warnings and killed. Ray can't keep up, and then Yoli opens his rotten mouth again and tells Ray, you said you'd see me die, but it seems I'll see you die. Substan also tries to distract Ray with similar remarks. Ray can't really keep up, and he's about to fall due to weakness. But Peter comes just in time and catches him, saying, don't be afraid. You were just losing consciousness. Relax. Pour some water on your head. You'll feel better. Ray does just that, and then he regains some composure. Ray says, sorry, I misunderstood you. Peter says, it's okay. If anyone else were in your place, they would have misunderstood me too. We all came to this game to win, but not everyone can win. That's why we're suspicious of each other. That's how it is. As they continue, morning arrives. They've already walked 59 miles. Trey asks Peter how many of them are alive and how many died yesterday. Hita says that about 14 people died on that slope, and currently there are 18 contestants. That means we have a 5% chance of winning. Then they show KK, who nearly broke his leg last night while walking down the slope. But he managed to walk so far with that broken leg. Now he can't bear the pain and cries, please let me go. I want to go home. But the soldiers neither feel his pain, nor hear his screams, nor see his condition. They simply give him 3 warnings as per the rules, and finally finish him off. Seeing all this, Ray screams in anger. But what good does his shouting do? 49 people are destined to die in this race, and the one who survives to the end will be the winner. They reach a town, and then the major opens his mouth again to deliver a motivational speech. He says, young people like you are the strength of this country. If this isn't possible for you, then tell me who else is. Be brave, move forward. In the name of a motivational speech, this unworthy man is bent on pushing these people into the jaws of death. One boy runs for his life and tries to enter a nearby shop, thinking he will survive by doing so. But the soldiers, without thinking twice, shoot him dead at that very moment. The remaining survivors continue their journey. They have covered 103 miles. Now, a discussion takes place between them. The discussion begins saying that if one of them wins, they'll get cash, but also a wish. What would that wish be? David explains, I want to go to the moon in a rocket. If I win, I'll ask for that very wish. Ben says, I'll ask for 10 girls. Ray says, the entire prize money will be stolen. Then you'll have neither girls nor cash. Ben says, yeah. I never thought about it that way. Let me change my wish. Ray asks Peter for his wish. He says, I'll wish that in the future, this game will have 2 winners, not just one. If 2 friends like you and me participate, we both have a chance of winning. That's why I'll ask for that wish. Then they ask Ray for his wish, and he says, I wish that this is the last long walk competition in this country. That such a disgusting game should never be played again. The youth of this country and their families may starve, but at least they won't die from the bullets in the ears of these soldiers. Everyone laughs. Do you think the major will agree to this? These guys will never stop this game. Anyway, night falls. It starts to rain heavily. Ray, half asleep, rests his head on Peter's shoulder and then goes over and says, you should sleep for a while. I'll take you on. Peter says, if I fall asleep, who will take care of you? You look absolutely half dead. The next morning, they see that they've covered 144 miles. Now, David needs to go to the restroom. He starts off on the road and is given to warnings, but somehow he manages to get back on before the third warning. But it seems he's already soiled his pants, and Peter says, it stinks. Please, move a little further. David says, why? Did you guys descend from the sky? You guys have to go to the toilet sometime too. He mocks them and moves on. Then Peter asks Ray, you always talk about your mother. Tell us something about your father. Where is he? What does he do? And why did he send you to this competition? Ray tells him about his father, saying that he opposed military rule. Because of this, the major forcibly took him out of the house one night and shot him dead in front of my eyes. Ray has come to participate in this competition, ignoring his mother's words. To avenge his father's death, that is, to kill the major. Peter asks, what childishness is this, man? How will you kill that powerful major? Ray says, I will. I will win this game, and as my special wish, I will ask for a gun. And I will shoot that major with that gun. Peter says, okay. He will die, but his soldiers will kill you after you. They will give your mother a gruesome death. Is that what you want? Ray says. You don't understand, Peter. This isn't just about my mother. It is about the people of this country and their individual rights. My father fought for them, for their sake. I will eliminate that major so that people like him never again haunt this country. Peter says, okay, brother, I'll support you too. They have now covered 170 miles. Then, a boy, unable to walk, runs to the soldier's vehicle to ask for help. They shoot him with a gun and crush him with their tanker. Friends, another boy overtakes Ray and Peter and starts running. He takes off his shirt and walks off the road. The soldiers shoot him too. Seeing this, Bane begins to cry. I don't want a girl or money. Please send me back home. I am ready to die of hunger there. Night falls, and they have covered approximately 207 miles. Bane is almost unconscious by now, but his legs are moving on their own. There's no reaction on his face, nor does he respond to anyone. Ray tries desperately to encourage him, but then he abandons Ray and starts walking back towards the tanks. Soldiers fire continuously at his stomach. Unable to bear the pain, he calls out David's name. Save me, David. For God's sake, save me. David also writhes in agony and runs to Bane's aid, and Bane hugs him. David cries profusely, I'll never let anything happen to you. Don't give up. But then Ray comes and tries to pull David away, saying, what are you doing? He won't survive. Do you want to die with him? Ray says, pulling him away. Bane, writhing in agony, cries out, sorry, David. I risked your lives. I'll miss you all. Thank you for shedding tears for me. He calls David's name over and over again, but suddenly a bullet hits his head, killing him instantly. David is devastated. He repeatedly tells Ray, did you hear him calling my name? He hoped I would save him, but I was so helpless. Ray then consoles him, brother, even if you didn't want to, you couldn't have saved him. You would have lost your life. You have to finish this race. So don't. Stop. Keep going with me. And now, friends, there are 6 survivors in the race, having covered 109 miles after 4 days of continuous walking. The next morning, they show they're still going. Then they discover that the deceased Bane was married. Upon learning this, Rick declares that whoever wins the game must give a portion of the prize money to Bane's widow. He asks everyone, do you agree? They all agree. Even Sebastian, who was arrogant from the beginning, says, I promise to give a portion of the prize money to Bane's widow if I win. But Ray doesn't ask Charlie about this, because Charlie was the reason a girl died. Perhaps that's why Ray hasn't forgiven him, and that's why he's still unwilling to talk to him. But then Charlie himself comes to Ray and asks, you all have united. But why did you separate me? Is it because a girl died because of my teasing? I teased him a little with the intention of getting him killed. I was just joking. He got serious and came to kill me. I'm ready to apologize 1,000 times, but please include me in this team. ask me if I'll help his sister's wife or not. Saying this, he becomes emotional and even starts crying. Ray says, okay, don't worry, I'll talk to Peter. If he doesn't mind, you can join our team. But their behavior makes Charlie feel like they're deliberately isolating him. They think he's a murderer. Unable to bear this guilt, Charlie quickly walks forward, choking a spoon on his throat and collapses. Ricky doesn't know what to do. He's agonized over what this lunatic has done. Meanwhile, the soldiers give Charlie 3 warnings and shoot him in the head. But they don't stop. They keep moving forward, and by morning, after walking all night, they've covered a total of 278 miles. And now, friends, Ricky's toes are starting to burn and ache. Peter says, take off your shoes. Your nails must have broken by now from walking so far. If you continue wearing shoes, those wounds could get infected. Finding no way out, Ray takes off his shoes and starts walking. They arrive in Ray's hometown, where he sees his mother. Upon seeing her, Ray forgets everything. He is in a competition and must win it to kill his father's murderer, the Major. He forgets everything. He runs to his mother. Forgive me, mother. I didn't listen to you. I should have listened. I made a big mistake by coming to this competition. Then, soldiers point their guns at him. His mother rides in agony, screaming, son, please leave or they'll shoot you. Finally, Peter grabs Ray and drags him away. Peter tells his story. His mother and father were killed in a war many years ago. After that, Peter had to live with his uncle. But his uncle was a bad man, and Peter suffered a lot at his hands until he was 10. He finally beat him severely and threw him out of the house. Peter then wandered the streets, earning his living through petty thefts and physical violence. One day, he got into a fight with a strong boy. He stabbed Peter repeatedly in the body and face, leaving him to die. Peter fell unconscious, and when he regained consciousness, he was in the hospital. It seems some people saved him just in time. Heiter explains, that day, I decided never to do anything bad in my life and to help others as much as possible. That's why I came to participate in this competition. I haven't slept since the start of the competition. That's the reason. And let me tell you something else. From the first time you spoke to me, I felt like you were my brother and I would always support you. Friends, now these people are 306 miles away. They've crossed. And then the long-haired boy named Corley can't walk anymore, but he decides that before he dies, he must kill at least one of these soldiers. So, he snatches a soldier's gun and shoots him dead. Before Corley can shoot the other soldier, the soldiers shoot Corley indiscriminately. Finishing him off, it's getting dark, and David crossed 324 miles. Then suddenly, David's nose starts bleeding. He can't even walk and is about to fall. But Peter and Ray catch him, carry him by the shoulders. David asks, what's wrong? My nose is bleeding. Right? I'm about to die. Ray and Peter say, no, friend, we won't let you die like this. We'll hold on to your life. Understand? Then David says, you know, when I was a kid, my nose would often bleed like this, and then my grandmother would put ice in my nose and the bleeding would stop. Ray says, just like your grandmother will put ice in your nose too and the bleeding will stop and you'll be completely fine. With this, he tries to encourage him, but David, well aware of his condition, laughs. How much overacting are you? I know I'm dying. But before I die, I have just one request. Whoever survives at the end and wins this game, please give my grandmother this cross I'm wearing around my neck. They promise their friends, okay, we'll definitely give your cross to your grandmother. After this, David passes away. Now, only 3 people are left alive on this long walk, and they're walking with great difficulty. Night falls. They've covered 326 miles. But then, Monster Major again acts as a motivator. Come on, boys, you can do it. Keep going, keep going. Ray, in a low voice, curses the Major with the most horrific abuse. But the Major says, very good, that's the spirit. This anger will take you far, go ahead. Then Sebastian reveals a shocking truth. Friends, this Monster Major is none other than Sebastian's father. What can one say about a father who sends his own son into such a dangerous and deadly competition? After revealing all this, Sen says, friends, These 4 days spent with you were the happiest days of my life. You know, I've considered you my close friends, and I want one of you to win the game. I won't win because I can feel my lungs and liver failing. That's why I won't go. I'll stay here. You two, please don't stop. Please keep going." He says this and stops. Friends Ray and Peter are deeply saddened. What should they do? With a heavy burden on their hearts, they say goodbye to Sebastian and move on. And this major, Friends, finishes off his son, Seston, by giving him 3 warnings. Even before dying in agony, he calls out to them, "Don't give up, don't stop. Save your lives, no matter what, and win." Friends, only Ray and Peter are walking in the rain. The 2 best friends arrive at a town where the people welcome them warmly. They cheer them on, and then suddenly, Peter gets an idea. He stares at Ray and sits down, determined to take his own life. Ray asks, "What are you doing, brother? Get up and walk." Peter says, "No, you go. Friend, I just want to die. Even if I die, no one will care. You have a mother. You have to live. You have to win the prize and return to her." Trey says, "No, friend, you're my brother. How can I leave you to die like this? You have to win this game with me." Saying this, he forcibly picks up Peter and takes him away. But suddenly, Ray leaves Peter and falls down. Peter had gone a little ahead. Meanwhile, the soldiers give Ray 3 warnings and then fire a bullet into his body. Peter runs. "What are you doing? Get up. You have to win this game." Ray says, "No, I can't do it anymore. You have to win this game. I will miss you a lot. I love you, brother." And then the soldiers drag Peter away. Ray says, "Sorry, Mom. I won't be able to come back. I love you, Mom. I will miss you a lot." And then the soldiers shoot Ray in the head, killing him. Peter cries bitterly. "Why did you do this? Why did you leave me alone?" But then look at the ordinary people standing there. It seems their consciences have died too. Soldiers shoot a boy in front of so many people, but they show no grief at all. They're cheering Peter on, saying, "You won. Tell me, you won." And then the major comes to Peter and says, "Congratulations. You won the game, and you'll become one of the richest men in America. You'll become the owner of millions. But along with that, one of your biggest wishes will also be fulfilled. I'll get you whatever you ask for. Tell me what you want." Peter says, "I want a gun." The major says, "Just a gun. I'll definitely get you that small wish." But Peter says, "No, I don't want any other gun. I want the gun this soldier has. I won this game, and I'll show this gun to my children in the future as a memento." The eccentric major agrees, takes the gun from the soldier, gives it to Peter, and Peter points it at the major. The major says, "Don't act crazy. You walked 330 miles, defeated those 50 men, and won this game. Was all this just to shoot me? And you won't survive if you shoot me. Ask me any other wish. I'll fulfill it. But throw this gun away." Peter, however, aims a bullet right at his head and shoots him. Thus, he kills the monster major. When Peter turns around after shooting him, there are no soldiers, no crowds, no sound. He's standing alone on the road. In fact, Peter had fulfilled Ray's wish by shooting him, because Ray was going to do the same after winning. Peter turns back and looks dejectedly at the deserted road they took to get here. He's won the game and is about to receive a large sum of money, but the victory achieved by walking over the corpses of so many people feels hollow. Killing the major was itself a form of protest against the system Peter performed, but this system, which maintains its control over people by promoting violence, is not so easy to break. If one major goes, another will surely emerge in his place. This systemic violence has no end. Perhaps this is what drove Peter to embark on this somber path, because even after winning the game, he has lost hope and is moving towards emptiness. Friends, this story ends with this moment. There are many theories about its ending. Peter shot the major. But what happened to the other soldiers who were there with guns? And where did the crowd of people go? Did everyone run away in fear? Or did Peter shoot the soldiers too? And the people ran away in fear? The audience is given the freedom to interpret the ending of the movie, so however you interpret it, it's acceptable. Thanks for watching.